Come on! Spinning a little bit there. Third gear. Welcome to Officially Gas. Let's get it. So what's going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with an absolutely legendary video. Just look behind me. We are gonna go for a first drive in my Mark 5 BMW Supra. Guys, stay tuned for this one. It's gonna be sick. Let's get it. So yes guys, as the intro said, today we are finally taking my BMW Supra, my BMW Z4, my Toyota Z4, whatever you want to call it, my Toyota Supra for a first drive. Firstly, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the kind comments. Obviously, I understand everyone calls it a BMW and no one's going to ever stop reminding me. I get that, it comes with the territory. But let's be real, is that a bad thing? Anyway, listen, before we get into the video, I just want to give a massive shout out to Carly because they have sponsored today's video, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But before that, what I want to do is give you guys a quick breakdown of this car. Obviously, yes, we have the mighty B58 under the bonnet, straight six, 3 litre, single turbo, producing, I want to say, I might be wrong, 340 brake stock. I think in the later variant it went up to 380. However, something I didn't tell you guys on the reveal video of this car, it's actually got a stage 2 SRD tune on it, giving it 407 wheel horsepower. Now, depending on what drivetrain loss calculation you use, that's around 450 to 460 brake horsepower. Now, supporting that is a SRD downpipe, I believe, a full SRD exhaust system, and then a tune. So we've got quite a lot of power. Now, I know, unlike most of my builds where I buy a car stock and do it up, this one's already had quite a lot done to it, which means I'm able to get straight into the full send business. And I think that's what you guys really want to see. However, we will be doing testing, a lot of testing with this car at this power level. So let's quickly talk about the looks of this car. Mark 5s are still growing on me, but this one, I think, you know what, a massive shout out to the last owner because, you know what, I agree with everything he's done to this car. The spoiler to set off, the nice Vosen wheels, the lowering springs, which are HKS adjustable springs, I believe, and yeah, the exhaust and all the other bits. It looks lovely, but not overdone, you know? Let's have a look around. Now, people say BMW this, BMW that. Come on, guys. They do things right. And believe me, their influence on the interior of this car, I believe, has only added to it. And it's just quality. It is a quality cabin. It feels nice. It looks nice. It's BMW quality with a Toyota badge, which is not a bad thing. Actually, this is one gripe. Where you'd find the rear seats, as you can see straight through there, it's your boot, and you can pretty much see the content of my boot. So if you've got something that can actually fit through that gap, I'd imagine under hard braking or in an accident or something, whatever's in there is coming through to clap you in the back of your head, which is not a good thing. And also, guys, yes, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that Carly has sponsored today's video. So a massive shout out to them for continuing to support the channel. And yeah, guys, if you don't know about Carly, it's basically this little device here. This little device here, which connects via your OBD port and connects via Bluetooth to your phone. This little bad boy then allows you to see into your car's ECUs with an enormous amount of functionality, including customization, live data, and also health checks, plus more. All you need to do is connect this little bad boy to your OBD port, open the app, and smash connect. Once you're in, you have now got the power to see what's going on inside your car. Let's talk about customization first. Carly gives you the ability to code your car safely to your preference. You can do things like lighting options, daytime running lights, comfort options, seatbelt warnings, and that is just scraping the surface. Trust me, this thing goes deep. Guys, remember, functionality and customization does depend on the car brand, make and model. However, this Toyota sharing so much with BMW is extremely customizable. But since we're here, what I thought I'd do is go on, and no one's saying that wearing seatbelts is a bad thing, but I hate that annoying seatbelt beep you get when you start to drive away, telling you to put your seatbelt on, or when you've got luggage on the front passenger seat and it thinks there's someone sitting there. But by using Carly, all you have to do is select off for those seatbelt options and then click code, and Bob's your uncle, all done. And guys, another sick function that can be a lifesaver, especially if you're going to view a new car or you think there's something untoward with your mileage, is Carly's mileage checker. All you need to do is open the mileage checker and Carly will tell you if the mileage you see in your dashboard is the true mileage. It's that easy. It's also got really handy functions like a health checker, basically using it like a scanner, so you can delve in, see if there's anything untoward with your car, if you've got any engine management lights or anything like that on your dash and it's historic thoughts stored, you can just clear them, clear engine management lights, and good to go. And guys, of course I'm gonna look after you, so if you check my unique links in the description, you will save 15% off your orders. So guys, a massive shout out to Carly, and I think there's nothing left to do but hit the road. BMW Supra, we are out and about, and as you would have just heard, the revving on this sounds kind of mad, right? I mean, look, I don't really know what these sound like with a stock exhaust, but I guarantee they don't sound like that, like, you know what I mean? This sounds pretty amazing. The overrun, static, I'm kind of feeling, but as you'll see in a minute, when you put this into sport mode, it gets a bit mad. We can discuss that later, but just driving it in its most comfy, well, in fact, this has only got two modes. It's got sport or not sport. Sport is fully configurable, which is really cool. I'm not sure if that is the same with the BMW M Lights, which share the B58 engine. However, I think it's a pretty kind of cool feature, reminiscent of M cars, if that makes sense. But listen, no one tuned in to see it in comfort or normal mode. So we're gonna put it into sport mode, right? And you're here now, you drop the cog, and it starts banging, right? We're gonna turn traction to optimum, because you can turn it all the way off at optimum. We're gonna leave it in optimum. That means it's gonna put our foot down. I'll do it manually, so I'll drop it down to second gear. It gets a little squirrely on the rear too. Second gear, yeah? Come on! Now, you can't tell me that that ain't a good noise. Come on. I know it's not a 2JZ, but come on, let's give the B58 some appreciation. This thing just gets off. We got Michelin PS4S street tires on the rear, and I believe this has got an LSD from factory. So standard, they come with an LSD. However, I'm not sure if the LSD is mechanical or electrical. It kind of, the way it snaps, because I've been driving this car for a little while, the way it snaps is quite predictable, but very snappy, if that makes sense. Or should I say, the way it kicks out is very snappy, but predictable. It almost feels like a mechanical LSD. Someone in the comments, you know, there's always a genius, let me know if it's mechanical or what. But guys, it gets down 450 brake horsepower, 460 brake horsepower, whatever it is. It utilizes it very, very well with the ZF box. So again, drop a cog, third gear, yeah, guys, this is mad. Listen to it. This is mad. It really gets down. Guys, this is like a proper sports car. Another sick thing about this car is you just don't see a lot of them about. You don't see a lot about, so it really turns heads. And again, I know this one looks really nice. It's a nice example, but it really does turn heads. Like, you know what I mean? You almost feel like, I don't know, like it's exotic. Or maybe that's just my mindset, but it adds to the coolness of owning one of these. And 450 brake horsepower, 460 brake horsepower, to me, didn't sound like a lot, or 407 at the wheels, right? Don't sound like a lot. I'm in a lot of fast cars, like, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to get impressed, you know what I mean? But I can respect something that, listen to it, just down changing, popping away. I can respect something that is quick for its quoted power figures. And guys, this is quick. Like, no gas, this is quick. And obviously, ZF 8-speed gearbox, you know what? I mean, torque converter gearboxes traditionally were slow, like, you know, slow changing, didn't really know where they were and were never in the right gear at the right time. And dual clutch was the big thing. But the gearbox in this, the ZF 8-speed, man, I mean, it was the same gearbox in my RS5 it shared with loads of cars like the new M5 on competition, you know, the X3, X4M cars. You know what I mean? It's the way forward. It's probably marginally, like milliseconds slower than a dual clutch, but you would never know. Never know. Let's drop a couple. Get it? Spinning a little bit there. Listen to that. And that's me changing gear manually, like, you know what I mean? And when I'm asking for it, it's giving it to me. On the downshifts, I find sometimes if you're driving in anger, it can be a slight delay. Maybe like a half a second delay, so sometimes you've got to wait for it, but it's still like pretty damn good, look. Wondering what are my future plans for this car, because as you know, with everything that I get my hands on, you know what I mean, it just, yeah, it gets the treatment. And I think this one's going to be no different, apart from the fact that this needs to be a daily. And I know I always say it, you know, they're dailies until you can't daily them no more, but I really do want to daily this car. Not only do I want to daily it, I want to track it, I want to take it to the drag strip, I want it to do everything. So I'm trying to work out in my head what the balance of that is. Now, a good thing is it's already stage 2, so there's no messing around, you know what I mean? It's straight to full send. The turbo is going to get upgraded straight away. We'll probably go for a big hybrid turbo, max it out, see where we go with that. Any additional bolt-ons we need to support that we'll do, but we'll get into that a little bit more when we go for our first mod video, and I'll explain a little bit more. But look, the sky is the limit with these B58s. On stock internals, I'm hearing 750s about right. Stock block, you can do about over 1,000 brake horsepower, so we got room. But at the same time, you've got to remember it's a rear-wheel drive car in England. So where's the balance? You know what I mean? It's not a drag car. It's not going to be a drag car. I need it to do everything. So it's going to be an interesting journey. Second gear again. Spinning a little bit. Just gets up and goes. Like, you know what I mean? A little bit of playfulness just adds to it. Because right now, at this power level, you never feel unsafe, especially with the traction control in this optimum setting where it lets you have a little bit, but you know what I mean, saves you before things get bad. You'd also think having 8 gears, the gear ratios would be quite short. To tell the truth, I don't find them short. Maybe first and second, but after that they get quite long, so you can enjoy the power band. Like, you know what I mean? And the turbo comes on strong too, but it's not in your face. Like, you know what I mean? It's not old school 2JZ Japanese delivery. You know what I mean? It's boost at the beginning and it stays on until the end, like, you know? Alright guys, so we're going to end the video here, and what I want to say is, like, I'm not overlooking a stage 2. Well, I'm not overlooking it anymore. Perhaps before, when I heard this car was stage 2, 450 brake, I'm used to big power cars, I thought, yeah, that's cool, but we're going to move on quickly. And yeah, we are going to move on quickly. However, what I want to say is, like, big up to anyone running a stage 2 on a B58, because in this application at least, it's a lot. You know what I mean? 450, 460 brake horsepower doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, in this application, the way it puts it down, it is more than enough for any sane person. But I'm not saying so we're going to send it. Stay tuned for that. So yeah, also what we will be doing as usual is testing at stage 2. So I'll give you all the facts and figures. I want to get it on track and then we'll probably move on. So guys, with that said, before I go, I just want to give a massive shout out once again to A-Plan Insurance. If you don't know about A-Plan Insurance, they do high value performance, modified and track day insurance, the best in the business. In my opinion, I insure all of my cars through them and they're here to look after you. We've actually got a landing page in the description which will get you straight over to them to do a quote. And what I found out is if you're just doing quotes willy-nilly, you're not really going to insure you're not gonna get the best. You're not gonna get the best price. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're ready to insure, trust me, from the feedback I've heard, they're looking after people. Like, people are getting amazing deals. And if you're part of the Gas Gang also, there's additional benefits to your policy. So don't say I don't look after you. Links are in the description. So once again, guys, smash that subscribe button if you have enjoyed today's video and you can't wait to see what's next with the journey. I promise I will make it worth it. And yeah, man, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.